YouTube, we're back again for more of our Essen Bonanza Explosion blog coverage here live at Essen Spiel 2017. Thanks in part to those amazing sponsors down below. Be sure to click on those links and give them some love. But right now, we are about to talk to Peter, who is the designer, the graphic designer, and partially the artist for this upcoming game from White Wizard Games, Sorcerer. How's it going, Peter?
Hello. Well, I'm great. A little bit exhausted about all those days in Essen, but I'm really enjoying that people really love the game. So it is satisfying. I mean, so this exhaustion is not as bad as.
Yeah, I feel you there. So, what is Sorcerer?
Yeah, Sorcerer is a tactical board game, which is card driven, but I cannot tell that this is a card game because we have other components, we have other elements like custom dice, we have the standings which represent your commanders on the battlefield. We have battlefields. We have the sorcerer boards on which you track different things. So it's something like resource management, hand management, tactical positioning, control area, all in one in one big box board game, tactical skirmish board game.
Can you walk us through a little bit about how it works?
Yeah, sure. So the main goal of the game is to conquer Victorian London. So each of those battlefields that you have have 12 defense on their side. So when you will have your minions attacking the battlefield of your opponent side of the battlefield, and when you reach up the 12 damage, you just flip it over and mark it as conquered by you. And if you conquer 2 battlefields, you immediately win the game. So during the game, you will have your own grimoire, which you can build from just combining those 3 sets. So at first you have a character set, which brings you a unique element. Each of those character sets has a huge backstory. You will definitely find it on our page, on our Kickstarter page. Many stories are written before I even build the mechanics for the game. There is a lineage set because you are the descendant of the older gods, and at the end is a domain set where you can actually train yourself, that you have a bigger influence. And I use these domain sets a real location in the world. I mean, there is a Forgotten Temple in Jerusalem, there is a Cyclades Islands in Greece, there is a Limerick part over there, Ireland, and there is also the Paris. And so I was somehow alternating the real history of mankind. So because I think that our history is a perfect fantasy story. When you love the folklore of other cultures, of all cultures all over the world, I love the myths and folklore of the Indian culture, of Africans. All those stories are really amazing, and it was not important to build a new fantasy world because we have actually fantasy in our history. So I was working with all those elements to bring you this game, this world. So it was a world before it becomes a game.
Okay. And this is head-to-head, correct? 2 players?
Yes. In the car box, it will be 2 to 4 players directly from the box. So what is important is when you will watch the video of the gameplay, where we will have it on our page, on the Kickstarter page. You will just watch the video, open the box, and you will have those sets separated. So you just put it on the table and you are good to go with your friends. You can play separately 2 versus 2, so 4 of your friends could play together as a team, and 2 versus 2, or in 2 separate games when you just share the components, because you will have 4 sorcerer boards in the box. So you will have plenty of options in one box. and you can discover yourself the combination of those unique sets. So, for instance, when you pick up the character set, the lineage set, and the domain set, it will tell you a story for your character. So, for instance, you are the Tigu, the Bloodlord of the Outcast Sanctuary. So not only the story, there will be also a unique combination, because those lineage sets are asymmetrical, so they have rules that are unique just to them.
And this is coming to Kickstarter. When's this coming to Kickstarter?
In a week, so it's in the 7th of November. So be sure you will check this huge campaign. We are many stretch goals prepared for you, and there is also on our sorcerergame.com page, there is a counter, there is I think counter, or where countdown. There is a countdown where you can just check when it starts, and also we will publish my diaries or some stories behind all those sets, behind the world of Sorcerer, and so on. We are planning also the cooperative game. It is already designed, so it's from 1 to 6 players. So be sure you will check it out.
Alright, thank you very much. That is Sorcerer, coming to a Kickstarter near you. If it looks like it might be your cup of tea, be sure to check that one out. If you're enjoying this Essen coverage, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below. And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube.